Hello, my name is Zoe. I am a psychic medium, healer, life experience sharer. Um, I am known as Rabbit Amos and space holder across the board. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, all those sort of things. I am here today to do a collective reading. So I'm getting, it's interesting, I'm just sitting here and I'm getting drawn to this and this and this. I'm also getting very drawn to rose quartz lately too, which is to do about self-love. I've been indicated by spirit that there's a lot of self-sabotage kind of stuff going on in the collective. So yeah, kind of getting things around what is it that we are doing that is hindering us? What are we doing that is blocking us from what we really need and want and love in our life? It could be things of, I'm getting a lot of self-doubt thoughts coming through with this message. I'm getting a lot of people, places, things that are needing to go. Entertaining those things and knowing deep down that we need to stop. We need to stop going to certain places. Like, for some reason, alcohol's coming through with this as well. So it's like, maybe you're wanting to not drink as much, or you're recognizing that when you do drink, it doesn't have to be drinking, it's just how they're putting the message through. Maybe when you're drinking, you're making not so good decisions. Maybe when you're drinking, I'm seeing someone or some people, when you're drinking, you are then messaging people you know you shouldn't be messaging, seeing people you shouldn't be seeing. That's showing like literal hooking up with people you shouldn't be hooking up with. So to me, it's like coming under this umbrella of self-sabotage. So it doesn't have to be drinking that too, but that's what Spirit's showing me. Some people in the collective, that's what they're gravitating towards. They're saying it's easier to be drunk. It's easier to not fully feel your feelings, even though when you're drunk, near the end of the night or just the drinking session, you're really starting to feel, I'm feeling it's like a real yuckness within your body, and it's going to the lower chakras. And to me, that's like, that is kind of in line with, you know, hookups, handing yourself over sexually when you don't want to. And maybe you want to in the moment, but then you realize when it's the next day or you're sober, you're like, why did I do that? And then you get into a kind of shame, blame, guilt. I'm a bad person. I'm this, I'm that. You know, negative. It's the thoughts that are coming through that I think are making you feel worse, and they're your own thoughts. Like, you're beating yourself up about a lot of things, and you don't need to be. You really don't need to be. In the past, many years ago, I've had problems with alcohol and stuff like that, and it helps lead you down this track of yuckness. And I don't mean your yuck, it's the feeling, you're feeling yuck. This message isn't just about alcohol, it's not just about substance abuse type stuff. It's about self-sabotage across the board, but this is what's coming through first with the message is there's stuff around alcohol. There's other stuff too. They're showing smoking, pills, you know, heaps of different ways in which we can not be fully within ourselves. And to me, that's showing a lack of wanting to be sitting within ourselves, sitting within our thoughts, sitting within our life experiences. And we've got to take a step back and go, well, why is that? There's things that are coming up. They need to come up. I feel it are stuck within the chest. It's a stuckness. It's a shoving down. I'm feeling that I'm getting people that lean more into explosive, lean more into heightened. I'll tell them what's what, but it's when you're heightened, and we don't need to do that. We can talk how I'm talking now. Hey, this is what's what. This is how I'm feeling. If it's not received, if it's not met with care, love, grace, that's an indication that it's got to go. It doesn't have to always be people. It can be things such as, I don't know why, but I'm being drawn to alcohol in this reading. And Spirit's coming through to say it's not just about alcohol, because I'm getting the feeling that when I'm saying this, whoever's listening is going, oh, I don't actually really drink that much, so it can't be for me. But this message is for you as well, you know, because the essence and the baseline of this reading is self-sabotage. Where do we not show up for ourselves? And then they're saying why. So where do we not show up for ourselves, and why do we do that? It could be the fact that when you were younger, I'll use my thing as an example. My dad was very absent. Very absent. I remember being a little girl, literally waiting in the windowsill for my dad, and it would just get darker and darker and darker, to the point where it's like, well, it's bedtime and clearly he's not coming again, you know? These things can gear us up if we don't unleash it. It's funny, it's like I'm feeling like we're needing to get this out, especially in the heart space. It's the heart space, so heart chakra, sacral chakra, and root chakra. They are being highlighted to me. There's things that happen in our lives that do impact us. They will impact us, and they do impact us. To the extent is what's put back on us when we become old enough to start recognizing these things. And sometimes we don't recognize these things for a really long time. You know, there's this blame, guilt, beating yourself up thing that is coming through really clearly in this message. We're allowed to recognize, oh shit, I've been doing this. Oh my gosh, I've been blocking myself here. We don't have to do that and go, oh my gosh, I've been blocking myself. Oh, what an egg, what a XYZ, I'm such this, I'm such that. No, you just go, oh my gosh, I recognize that I've been doing this. What can I do to stop that? Right? There's a question you can ask yourself. Firstly, I think it's very important to go, wow, why have I been doing that? I wonder why I've been doing that. It could be the fact that the people that you keep around you, watch their talk, watch how they speak about themselves, or watch how they speak about other people. Watch how they make you feel. If they say something to you and it's gone, oh, ow, or oh, that didn't feel very nice, or I wonder what they actually meant by that. You know, we've got to watch these things sometimes, because they can be really good indicators as to who needs to be around you or not, what you need to work on or not, because sometimes people can project stuff onto you that is not actually yours. I say to Spirit a lot, like if I'm having trouble with something and I'm in more of a confused mind than a clear mind, and usually I'm in a clear mind, so the confused mind is almost an indicator in itself that it's like, okay, something is not quite right here. So I've got to dive in and figure out what that is. Oh, I'm losing my train of thought on that one, sorry. That's part of it too, the confusion, right? The confusion. Sometimes people want you in confusion so that you cannot work it out, or so you cannot work them out. You know what I mean? Some people do project their own stuff onto you, and then you have to figure out, is that mine or is that theirs? That's why I will say to Spirit, can you please help me clarify this? I need to get into the depths of what this is. Is it mine or is it not? If it's mine, I need to dive deeper into it to figure out where it has come from so then I can heal it, forgive myself. A lot of the times when people say forgive, our instinct is, I'm not forgiving them. They did this and they made me feel like this and I've done, X, Y, Z. But I actually believe we need to forgive ourselves. Oh, I forgive myself for allowing someone to X, Y, Z. I forgive myself for allowing myself to keep drinking, whatever it is. I don't know why I keep going back to that. But yeah, that's clearly part of the message, but not the full message is the drinking. More substance abuse too, because they're showing me other things too. I feel like this is a message around self-sabotage. What are we doing or not doing to step into ourselves, to fully claim ourselves? Why do we not like ourselves? Why do we not love ourselves? Things like that. I'm saying we, I'm saying we, I can resonate, but older Zoe can resonate. Past Zoe can resonate. I do not resonate with that as much anymore. And I feel this is a big reason why I'm speaking on it to you guys too. I do not resonate with that anymore. I dropped a lot of the bullshit. I looked at myself and I went, oh, I like this trait. Oh, I don't like those traits. So what am I going to do to change them? And you change them. You don't just overnight as such. There's some things where we have realizations and we go, oh my gosh, I did not realize I was doing that. And we can stop them straight away. A lot of the other times, these deep healing things, especially if they're coming back from when you were little or a lot younger, that can take a lot of time. I'm feeling it in the heart space. And again, rose quartz, seeing rose quartz. Rose quartz could be really beautiful to work with. Rose quartz has been coming up a lot for me as well personally, where it's like, I consider rose quartz to be a very grounding stone, a very soft, powerful grounding stone. I think it's really good when it comes to like grieving things. And we grieve many, many different things, not just the death of loved ones. We grieve the death of jobs. We grieve the death of our beautiful children growing older. We grieve many different things. I'm just being drawn to the self-care deck now. Some cards, please. I had a feeling that was going to come out for me. Okay. Thank you. It's very interesting. I take messaging in a lot of different ways. So even the way that the cards did not want to come out at first, and this is interesting. I'm getting a message around when I said coming out. It doesn't mean literally in a sexual orientation way, but it does mean that as well. We are meant to be claiming ourselves. We are meant to be getting into the depths of who we are so we know who we are, because then we don't, this isn't in a hyper independent way. We're not meant to rely on everyone else. And I feel like I'm talking to people who, for some reason, we've got really beautiful hearts and we're wanting to take everyone's word for what they're saying. But a lot of these people, they don't claim themselves either, so we can't take their word for it. Yes, you should be able to rely on some people for certain things, but we have to learn how to rely on ourselves properly and fully. And that's in a way of, I don't know how to put the words over from what Spirit's showing me. We can take care of the household, we can do this, we can do that, we can do the school run, we can do all these things. It's not that, it's how do we show up for ourselves? Why are we beating ourselves up? Why are we doing that? We got the intuition card, which is beautiful. And look at this. Your inner self. This is your inner self. And there's another one. And another one. And you. So to me, this is showing that there are so many different layers to ourselves. And we will rebuild and rebuild and rebuild, because it's like, over the years I've gotten to know myself, and I've gotten to actually genuinely like myself and start caring for myself, looking after myself properly. I'm probably on this layer. You know, I'm probably on this layer to this layer. In many years' time, I'll get to another layer. And then another, like, the depths will just go deeper and deeper and deeper as we go through unraveling. It's like they're showing like an unraveling of childhoods, an unraveling of schooling, an unraveling of what people have said to us, done to us, an unraveling, you know, an unraveling to the point where we can go, I love you, you know, I love you, I care for you, you as in me, myself, we need to look after ourselves. That intuition card as well, to me, is diving deep into who we are. When we build up our intuition, we become very, very hard to F with. We become very, very hard to wrangle, to control, you know, not in a bad way. It's like, not in a destructive way, I should say, in a way of, I can see that you're trying to do X, Y, Z, and it's not going to work with me this time. Because I know who I am, I know what I stand for, I know what I want, I know that I can get that. You know what I mean? We can build this up. I truly believe that intuition is one of the best things we can do for ourselves, is to grow our intuition, is to fine-tune our intuition and use it. Don't just fine-tune it, listen to it, act in it, action it. We've got burning bowl ritual. I feel this one's important because I feel like if you're going to do a burning bowl ritual, you will be writing down certain things, and sometimes when we write things down, interesting, they become more clearer. They will reveal the people, places, things. They will reveal, you know, these sorts of things. Sometimes when I do automatic writing, I get very surprised sometimes as to what comes out. Sometimes you'll find out more about yourself writing things out, asking in spirit, asking in your guides, asking within yourself, what do I need to know? What do I need to release? What's going to come out? Burning bowl ritual, I feel like I should read this out, and if you want to come back to it, then you can actually you can do this if you want to. So fire is a powerful tool. Sorry, I've got one little sand flying around me. Fire is a powerful tool for transmuting negative energies, letting go of old patterns and stories, and sending prayers out to the universe. Connect with the fire element to release whatever is no longer serving you and to manifest your desires. To prepare for your ritual, ask yourself these questions and write down the answers on individual pieces of paper. 1. What old stories about you, people in your life, or the world do you want to let go of? Number 2. What experiences have you lived through or conquered that require acknowledgement? I feel that's an important one actually as well. Number 3, what thought patterns, beliefs, experiences, or people do you want to let go of? And number 4, what would you like to manifest? Next, prepare a safe fire, burn your pieces of paper, and send your wishes off to the universe for manifestation. You can use a campfire, a barbecue, or a small bowl placed in your sink to keep it extra safe. As you watch the paper burn, imagine your wishes as if they have already happened. Imagine yourself free of worry. Imagine yourself liberated from what's been holding you back. Say to yourself, and so it is, so it must be. You can say what you want. This is my opinion. You can do things how you want to do them, how it feels good to you. You use your own intuition. I find that when we're being told to do a specific thing, it will work for specific people. It's not going to work for everyone. It's what you feel. Okay, journal prompt. How do you feel after completing the fire burning ritual? Is there anything more you would like to release? So I would say that you can do this for heaps of different things. Do it with a clear, open mind, as clear of an open mind as you can, because I am getting the feeling that there's a lot of anger coming up. I can feel it. Whew. There's a lot of anger coming up within these sorts of things that you guys want to release. If you write down something mean, if you write down something really in anger towards someone else, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It will quite probably backfire towards you. So just be mindful of that. I do pick up on an anger. I'm laughing, not laughing, haha. It's just like, oh, there's an anger. There's that fire burning, you know. What do you want? How are you going to get it? What would you like to release? You can write it down in the comments if you want. What do you want to release? Where is it you're seeing some patterns coming up for yourself? You know, what are you allowing? Where are you allowing to have others control what you're doing, where you're going? You know, I just feel there's a lot of questions that you might need to ask yourself. I just looked up 2222. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to do one more card, please. Rest. I was just going to say they said 2 and there's 2 cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. Rest. Abundance planning. To me, this feels busy. This feels still. Know when you need to be still. Know when you need to go. This feels like from people, places, things too. Know when you need to go. I feel you're needing to find a balance, and you're needing to have a bit more of a grasp of emotional, what's the word? Just an emotional balance within yourself. As I'm flipping through the deck to put them in, I'm seeing alone time. I'm seeing flow like water. I'm seeing cleaning house. This is about, I'm seeing a tying up of a bag, tying up of loose ends. The loose ends are coming through as like people, places, and things. Okay, so overall the message is good old self-sabotage. Where are we holding ourselves back? Who is holding us back? What is holding us back? External things and internal things. Figuring that out for yourself and going a bit deeper into the why. Okay, so why have I allowed for this? Where is this coming from? And I'm very sure, because they're showing childhood, it doesn't have to be when you're a child, it could be when you're younger, you know. What have we allowed and why? I just saw 24. Okay, I'm going to go. I wish you guys love, grace, you know, be nice to yourselves. This is a big lesson in learning how to care for yourself, be nice to yourself, show love for yourself, show up for yourself, and all those good things, okay? So yeah, you guys take care. Leave a comment, you know, if you want to know anything, or if you want to dig deeper into it somehow, or maybe want a video on how to dig deep into that, just let me know. Okay, lots of love. Bye bye.